This is a brief tutorial showing you one of my favorite websites I like to use for forecasting. If you go to Google, the first thing you want to do is just type in NextLab. That's one of the easiest ways to get to the page, and then obviously once you find it, maybe bookmark it or something. You search for NextLab and it's the very first thing here. weather.cod.edu/forecast. This is the forecast page for the College of DuPage in Illinois. This is a fantastic free website. So much good information on here. I know lots of meteorologists use this, and this thing has been updated throughout the years, and it just gets better and better over time. So what you're going to see here, these little tabs across the top, HRRR and the HRRR15, the RAP, the NAM, the SHREF, the GFS. These are all weather models that you can choose from. We'll get to those in a second. There's also some more weather information, the weather analysis tools here. You can get satellite and radar. There's good stuff in there, but primarily I use this for their model data. Something else that's very valuable here on this home screen, I think a lot of people probably overlook. If you don't use weather models all that often, you might be confused on the time that they use to display it. We always use Zulu time or Greenwich Mean Time. To convert that to local, they've got this right here. So we're going to be coming up here shortly on 14Z. And you're going to see that in the weather models, and so that's going to be 9 a.m. local time. So that's very handy. Let's start off on the left-hand side here, the HRRR. That stands for High Resolution Rapid Refresh. This is a high-resolution weather model. The good thing about it is it's very detailed, but the more detailed the weather model, the shorter the run time is. So it's not going to go extremely long into the future. This one goes 18 hours, but it's run every hour. On the left-hand side here, you can select model run. So you can pick what hour of model run you want. This one right here at the top, where it says 12Z, that is the most recent one, but you could go back and select the 11Z or the 0Z, that sort of thing. All right, so we're going to select the 12Z. We've got the sector view. You can pick where you want to be. Right now we're in the central Great Plains, so that gives us a pretty good view over Kansas. And then you go down to all products, and this is stuff it gives you, like total precip accumulation. This is the computer model's estimate when it comes to rainfall estimation here out of this. And as we can see, as we go through very late tonight, it looks like maybe just a little trace of rain across far western Kansas. You go down, you can see freezing rain accumulation, precip type, simulated reflectivity. This is going to be simulated radar. So this is what you'd be looking at generally if you're looking at the radar. This is what the weather model is trying to predict. You go through time here, we can see a few sprinkles across the state during the day today. We see more coming out of Colorado into the overnight hours. So western Kansas seeing that chance for rain late tonight into early tomorrow morning. You can use your little scroller up here in the green bar, or you can hit loop. So these are all of the different things you can look at. You can look at temperature. You can look at dew point. Say you want to know what the forecasted dew point is tomorrow morning, and I know some farmers like to look at that, especially say you're doing something like baling alfalfa, and you'd like to have a little higher moisture content, try to keep those leaves on. That's something you can look at here. And then you also get down into this visibility, surface-based CAPE. This is where you get into more of your severe weather parameters. So high-resolution rapid refresh is a good one. The one right next to it, the 15 here, this runs at 15-minute intervals, but the problem is this is kind of in a provisional state right now, so I wouldn't really use it until they get it fixed. The RAP model, and that's rapid refresh. You can also click on Central U.S. here. You go down, click precipitation products. Unless you're really interested in the upper atmosphere, I'd stay out of these, the 250 to 925 millibar. Generally, you're going to use surface products. That's where you're going to find things like temperature and dew point. And then precipitation products, you can find that simulated reflectivity. So you can compare the HRR and the RAP to kind of see if they have a general consensus. And they do an all right job showing rain moving into western Kansas. Another one we can use is the NAM. The NAM goes a little further in time than the others. And we're going to select the past model run. So you can see the 12Z here only has a couple of hours. So we're going to go back to the 6Z model run. We'll go down to precipitation products here, simulated reflectivity. You can see here, so this is Friday morning. We start you off, and then it goes through the day on Saturday, into Sunday, and then it's even going to get into Monday. So we're going further time frame, but notice the detail with the rain depicted on here is not as high. You can use the NAM Nest. It's a smaller resolution size, so you're going to get more detailed information out of this. Same deal, we're going to go back to the 6Z run, and we'll go back to all products, and we will go to simulated reflectivity. You can see as we go through time, shows some sprinkles trying to develop during the day Friday, and then rain rolling out of Colorado. But notice it doesn't show as much activity as the HRR, but it does go out a little bit further in time. So Saturday afternoon shows showers and storms in and around Wichita, and then more rain into Sunday as well. The GFS is a much longer run product, and you're not going to have quite the same stuff. Precipitation products, you have to use this SLP and precipitation. It does not have simulated reflectivity, but this goes out about 10 days, so it gives you kind of more of a ballpark idea of what you're looking at in terms of rainfall. And oftentimes I like to use it on a wider view, so like North America here, or using the just continental U.S. gives you maybe a less muddled up picture. You kind of see the systems rolling in and out of the Central Plains. So yeah, play around with these. These are all the weather models up here you can choose from. A great way to kind of make your own forecasts ahead for your week. And again, these are updated often. Some of these, like the HRR, are updated every hour. So if you're trying to do harvest or something like that, it can be very valuable trying to get the latest information, because new data is always going into these, and then new model runs are going to be should be generally more accurate as you go through time.